I recently received a DM from Kim, and she wanted to know how many calories should she take in on a daily basis. If you have followed me for any period of time, you know I'm a big fan of the Garmin heart rate monitor. And the Garmin heart rate monitor does a fantastic job of helping you decipher how many calories you need to sustain life, known as basal metabolic needs, and how many calories you're burning during physical activity. Your calorie burn rate is going to be based on duration, intensity, temperature and humidity is going to influence that as well because it's extra stress on the body. But what if you don't have a Garmin? What if you don't have the resources to invest in a heart rate monitor? This was something that was provided to me back in 1991 from an elite group of physiologists, and it's amazing to me how accurate it is now that we have the watches to kind of validate the mathematical formula. And it's very, very simple. Take your body weight, add a 0 to it. So if I weigh 150 pounds and I added a 0, my basic calorie needs on a daily basis with no physical exercise is going to be 1,500 calories. What the physiologist said to us, and again, I've been able to validate it with the Garmin heart rate monitor, if you exercise what you would consider by your terms pretty regularly, take your number and double it. So if I'm weighing 150 pounds, add a 0, that's 1,500. If I'm exercising, particularly once I get around an hour a day, simply double the number. So now I'd be looking at 3,000 calories. You can kind of use it as a general rule of thumb. If you're able to exercise 30 minutes a week, 30 minutes a day, take your 1,500, divide it by 2. So just add another 750 calories. The idea here is you don't ever want to run out of calories because it's just like a mechanical device. If it runs out of oil, it's extremely stressful on the system. It might not grenade, but it's still going to be stressful. You're exactly the same way. You can even run yourself through your own litmus test, and that is, when you start a workout, are you able to finish it strong? If not, you're probably running out of calories. The typical human body can only store about 60 minutes, depending on size, 60 to upwards of 80 minutes of stored sugar known as glycogen in the system. But what if you're working out later in the day and those reserves are already depleted before you get started? That's why I think it's so imperative that you graze throughout the day and you have some kind of a goal number on your calorie intake and bounce it against your expenditure. So great question, Kim. Take your body weight, add a 0. If you're exercising up and above an hour, just simply double the number. And that's going to at least get you in the ballpark and use your own energy as the final test. Thank you so much for that question. If you happen to have a question, please don't hesitate to reach out to me and my team. You can reach us at contact@coachrob.com. If you prefer, you can leave a message below and I'll do my level best to engage with you there as well. Until next time, thank you for watching the video.